Hey beautiful souls, it's me, Nurse Meg from nursemegrn.com and TikTok and Instagram and YouTube. So this channel and all my platforms really exist to like add value to your nursing journey. So whether you are in school or you are studying for the NCLEX or you're a brand new nurse in your first 5 years, I have a resource, I have a course, I have things really to help you, guide you through your journey and make your life easier, because I don't want people to struggle the same way I did. So yeah, I really want to add value and help you. So if you're interested in any of those things, come find me on my blog, come find me on social media, and let's be friends. If that's something you're interested in, if you are on any point of your nursing journey, go ahead and click the like button and subscribe to this channel for more stuff. And then you could click the little bell thing, and then you'll get a little bloop notification every time I come out with a new video, which is every Friday. All right, this video is actually inspired by a question that was on one of my TikTok lives, and it was asking about the top states or top paying states for nurses right now. And of course this changes like every couple of years, so I'm really basing it on like 2021 2022 information. So if you're watching this video, just take note of that. And I'm going to make a list really quick of the top paying just average salaries, and then I'm going to give you the top 5 according to cost of living, and I think you're going to be surprised at the difference. If you are interested in doing any sort of like travel nursing, if you are looking for a new position, I've got some great resources for you and places where you can hopefully find your next job. I have like the Match.com of the nursing world. And I'll put it down there below, a link to that. I also have links to, if you're dealing with like student loans, there's a lot of like help and breaks for nurses. I'll also put links down below to that, a program called Italy. So yeah, let's get started. All right, I looked it up on my phone and have made notes for the past 30 days. So here we are, the top states to be a nurse. In the United States. So I'm sorry if you're watching from a different country or from like Canada or the Philippines, because I know I do have a lot of friends over there. This is going to be based on the average nurse salary in the United States. So overall, in the entire United States, the average salary is about $80,000 a year. And now the lowest being right around like 70s, lower 60s, and then the highest being around like 120 for certain nurses. Now this is obviously based on statistics in like 2021 and 2022. The top 5. Can you guess number 1? Everyone's gonna guess number 1. It's where all the travel nurses were trying to go. Number 1 is California, with the average RN salary of 120 up to 145 in like the Bay Area and San Francisco. Yeah. Blew my mind. Also, but cost of living is high. So number 1, just average RN salary, not thinking about cost of living and things like that, is California. Number 2 is Hawaii. I was so surprised by that. The average salary for a nurse in Hawaii is $104,000 a year. Number 3 is Massachusetts. I do have friends who live in Boston, and the average is $96,250. The next is Oregon, $96,230, and then number 5 is Alaska, and the average salary for nurses is $95,270. Maybe because it's so hard to get nurses over there, maybe because it's so remote, they can't have that many nursing schools. So it must be a lot of like recruiting over to that area. I thought that was super interesting. Next is like Washington, and then number 7 was New York. I thought New York and California would be pretty high, but I guess not. I live in Florida, and my state was not even in the top 10. Now, let's see what that looks like if we take the average salary and compare it to the average cost of living for the state and the major cities. The numbers change drastically. All right, so number 1, no longer California, New Mexico. So New Mexico has a median salary for nurses, an average salary of $84,770, but the cost of living is so much less. Next is California, because California is so huge that I guess there are affordable places if you're not living in like Orange County, LA. Number 3 is Texas. Texas, also a giant state, huge variety of like where you can live, where you can buy, and everything's bigger in Texas. So it is more affordable with the average nurse salary of $83,000. Next is Nevada. I don't even know anyone who lives in Nevada. Do you live in Nevada? There is Vegas. So the average salary is $82,000, but it is affordable. Number 5, what do you think number 5 is? Do you think it's like a super remote place? Like what's a remote state? Missouri, Kansas, West Virginia. No, it's none of those. It's Michigan. Michigan is the 5th most affordable place for nurses based on salary, and the average salary for nurses in Michigan is $81,000. Just for reference, the next is Washington State, and then Minnesota, and then Georgia, because they still make right around 80, but it is still very affordable to live. I always thought it was interesting when people were like, oh, you're a nurse, like, oh, she makes good money, but like sometimes it's not comparable to the cost of living depending on where you live, depending on what hospital you work for, if you work for a hospital or a doctor's office or a rehab or something like that. So I always thought that kind of stuff was so interesting. So let me know, are you a nurse? Where are you in your nurse journey? And where do you live and work? Tell me, but you don't have to tell me your salary. Let's not put that on the internet. But tell me where you're watching from. I'd be super curious to know. And like, let's start a discussion in the comments. I think I might make a TikTok video on this and like talk about it a little bit more on social media. So I'll definitely see you over there, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good shift. Bye.